we ask the speakers to make their contributions in keeping with the item on the agenda that we have right now, and that is general debate under item 6. May I repeat my call to the speakers to stay within these lines.
The general precedents set during the review of some states have the potential to greatly undermine the effectiveness of the UPR process if propagated by these states in the future. The most damaging precedent set by some governments, and perhaps the largest threat to the legitimacy of this process at the moment, has been what appears to be a coordinated attempt among some groups of allied states to conduct the UPR interactive dialogue in an orchestrated manner designed to avoid genuine review of the human rights policies in that state. In the case of some states, a large amount of states took the floor during the UPR review and adoption process to praise the human rights accomplishments of the state, while avoiding giving any critical observations, questions, or practical recommendations. As a result, the UPR review and adoption process has assumed a politicized character of regional organizational in-group favoritism that lacks an objective, balanced, and constructive consideration of the human rights situation in some countries under review. Moreover, to further prevent a genuine review of some states, some governments have limited the ability of civil society to contribute to this process, a practice which conflicts with the spirit and purpose of this mechanism. Finally, the manner in which governments follow up on the recommendations of the UPR process will be crucial in judging its success. As such, CIHRS calls on Bahrain or Tunisia, Algeria, and Morocco to begin an inclusive national consultative process to consult with civil society actors within their countries on most effective means of implementing these recommendations. Thank you.
Thank you. I see the delegation of Egypt raising a point of order.
Mr. President, I move a motion to delete the reference in the last paragraph of this sentence from the records of this meeting. It shows contempt to this Council to abide by the President, finally abide, and then on the last statement, last paragraph, when it is you cannot be stopped, you just go as a school boy and read quickly and say what you have to say, disregarding what the President is saying. It doesn't show much of respect to the Council and to the role, nor to the role of the civil society in this Council. This is a waste of time for the contribution of civil society. We welcome the contribution of civil society, but it doesn't mean that we never ask the Speaker to stay in line and to follow the rules and to respect the rules, which we are respecting. It means that you are against the civil society. If some parties would like to construe it as such, be it. It is their business. We cannot tell people what to think of. But we know what we are saying. We know that we are not against civil society, but we are for the rules. So, Mr. President, I hope the last paragraph of the statement will not be reflected in the report of this session. Thank you.
Thank you. Let me just try and rewind the tape of this film for a couple of steps. Please recall that there was a certain moment when I start gaveling. And then I said, I asked the Speaker to consider that I have interrupted him. I hope that this clarifies the issue, because the time was up, because I had already started asking for this statement to be interrupted. Unfortunately, the state of art, our technology being the states of the art as it is, well, it just doesn't stop the Speaker whenever the President wants to. So from this point of view, I will stand by my ruling that the minute I gavelled on that Speaker, his statement is interrupted. From that minute onwards, Secretariat will take the necessary steps in order to go along these this decision. Right. So, distinguished representative of Algeria, followed by Tunisia.
If I understand your ruling that the last part of the statement of this NGO has been deleted, then I don't need to exercise my right of reply. Otherwise, I would have invoked that. Thank you.
Merci, Monsieur le Président.
Thank you, Mr. President. I support your decision. Thank you.